Hello everyone, it's Serenity Infinite Light. So, hopefully this video will enlighten you to many events that are happening today, why I'm here now, why I keep telling you you have so much help that's here now. Yeah, so I'm just going to get into the video, but first, I never address low vibrational energies, but I will today. You know, any efforts that you make to try and stop what is going to occur are pointless. It will not have success. So you can try and take me out, but Matthew 4:6. The funny thing about it is, I don't mind if you try, but don't attempt that stuff in front of my children, my daughter. That's what ticked me off. Don't involve my children. So thank you for attempting that. But it actually acted as a catalyst for me to move forward even quicker than I was initially going to do. Now, many of you know that I made videos very frequently and then I kind of paused it. Maybe a few videos here and there every few months, but not that many. There is such a thing as divine timing, and I had slowed down or took a pause because I needed to wait for certain events to happen, as well as certain people to do what I call coming online. All right? So I wanted to explain that first of all. And many of you know what serenity means, the name serenity. It means peace. But the thing about me being here, when I actually have to be here, is it causes chaos. Or, Matthew 10:40, a sword. Yeah. So anyway, the reason I'm saying all this, and the reason I had to come through born into basically Jehovah's Witnesses, is because I told you that this Jehovah, which is a common name now, but he's taken many names, many forms, but Yahweh, we'll just say Yahweh. He's back. His energy is back, attempting to do the same thing that he has always done, which is take over power, control, authority, you name it. It's the same energy, different vessel. All right? So that is why I am here. That is why I have not just one, but multiple counterparts that are here. Many protectors. Many helpers. And that is true for all of you here right now for what is called the spiritual warfare. What has happened above is now below. And remember, this is not to cause any fear, because we are here to vibrate in the frequency of love, and there is no fear in love. All right? So, these princes of darkness, some call it Satan, some call it the devil. I said Yahweh, Jehovah, is the same energy. And I'm going to break this down to you so you can identify exactly who this energy is and why yesterday there was an attempt to take me out, so that the purpose never unfolds. Okay? And for those of you who are like, this is crazy, this chick is out of her mind, etc., etc., click off, because that means this is not for you. All right? Now, these same qualities that Yahweh possessed, that you can read about in the Hebrew scriptures, are possessed in this individual. And I hate to say it, but some of you may have even voted for this individual. But all of these events had to happen, so it's not something that, you know, you could have stopped. Now, I want to talk about, I'm going to start going to the Bible so we can make the comparisons. All right? Psalm 137, 7 and 9. And remember how I did the blood video and I said that, you know, governing body has blood on their hands because they are showing a blatant disregard for the sanctity of life. Now listen at these scriptures, okay? 137, 7. Oh, and I'm reading out of this Bible. It says, "Remember, O Jehovah, what the Edomites said on the day Jerusalem fell. Tear it down to its foundations. 8, O daughter of Babylon, who is soon to be devastated, happy will be the one who rewards you with the treatment you inflicted on us. Happy will be the one who seizes your children and dashes them against the rocks." This may seem, you know, like you don't know what it means, but basically, this is killing babies. All right? The disregard for not just human life, but these innocent ones who have not even had a start in life, basically. All right? So that's one thing. Now, you should be making connections because Watchtower and certain events that have been unfolding, certain files, are revealing this same energy and the ones that support this energy. All right? The next thing, Numbers 31, 17 through 18. Okay, so we're going to read Numbers 31, 17 through 18. That says, "Now you should kill every male among the children and kill every woman who has had sexual relations with a man. But you may keep alive all the young girls who have not had sexual relations with a man." So here we see the approval by Jehovah or Yahweh of pedophilia. Now, many are going to sit here and try and excuse this behavior, but there is no excuse for this behavior. These scriptures state plainly the command that Jehovah gave to Moses. And then Moses gave this command. Are you seeing the common thread now? The other thing is Yahweh continually had conflicts with other nations. Some of them being Egypt, Canaanite kingdoms, Amalekites, Philistines, Moabites, Ammonites, Assyria, Babylon. It goes on. And a lot of these nations that Yahweh had conflicts with is because he either wanted their land or wanted the resources that these nations contained. Does this sound familiar? Are you starting to identify this energy that is now Yahweh that is in your system and why we're here and why I'm being led at this time to make you aware of it? Those who need to know and who are guided to these videos or my videos. That's the other thing. If you're meant to see this, you will. The thing I caution against is letting pride and thinking that you know how do I say this? Thinking that what you knew was the absolute truth is now not. What you expected is not what you expected. You have to be humble enough to accept this. And again, you have free will. So if you don't, it's no issue with me. Regardless of what you believe, these things are still going to happen. This energy is still here. And it has to be dealt with unless you want the whole of humanity enslaved and this beautiful, beautiful planet to be ruined. Anyway, the qualities also that Yahweh possesses is arrogance, jealousy, narcissistic traits, wanting to be revered and worshipped as a god, wants his name on things so he can be remembered and honored. And there's also another thing that's very important. 2 Corinthians 11:14. Oh, I'm coming. Hang on. Sorry about that. My neighbor, who's Mexican, just gave me some fresh eggs from like his coop, his chicken coop. So yeah. Appreciative. Love that. But yes, okay, we were going to 2 Corinthians 11:14. And that says, "And no wonder, for Satan himself keeps disguising himself as an angel of light." All right. So, this person also disguises themselves as an angel of light or a messenger of goodness or a chosen one, which is completely false. So are you seeing the connection now? Are you seeing why we are trying to raise the collective consciousness of this planet in order to combat this energy? Now, there's those of you who do not believe in God, etc., etc., etc. Again, that is no matter to me. This is for ones who know they're here. I'm speaking to, yes, the 144,000, the true 144,000 that have counterparts. Now, your counterparts may not have accepted the mission and you have been working alone. Don't let that get you down. That is where you have to find your own inner strength to continue the mission by yourself. Okay? I just want to say that. But remember, there is no fear in love. We come from a place of love. So stay in that love vibration. Don't be distracted by what you're going to see occurring. Because as we raise the frequency, these energies, these entities, Yahweh and his minions are going to get even more desperate to keep control and power. And that's when things get very chaotic. All right? What else do I have to say? I also want to say, do not judge people by just what you see. That is very important as well. What you think should be a person who is supposedly holy. Because remember, Jesus, that energy that you knew as Jesus, was ridiculed for associating and having so-called sinners as close associates. It's one of those things where you see past the outer person, you see past the past mistakes that they've made or sins that some may say. in order to see the true spiritual person within. And that is something that so many who are just looking with their physical eyes will not understand. I am. And yes, my highest ranking counterpart is here as well. But I'm very protective of my counterparts. Very protective. So we'll see. When the time is right, maybe once he's done integrating, he can join me in this spiritual battle. Yeah. Those who understood this message will understand this message. Those that don't, I still love you. I still wish you peace. I will be energetically sending out messages, downloads, whatever you want to call it, so that you light workers, chosen ones, I don't even like that word, but earth angels, you know who you are. You will start intuitively knowing the steps that you need to take, okay? The one thing I can say is don't second guess yourself, because yes, sometimes the message that you may receive may be inconvenient for you, but it's important because we may need you moved to certain areas, certain places in order to help out. All right? Yeah, that's it. But there's nothing to fear because I'm with you. We're with you. All right? I love you so very much. So very much. Yeah. Let's bring peace to this planet. All right? Bye-bye.